This is the opening screen for Project Management Pro 4. When you open the application, this screen will be shown, and there will be a number of individual videos that explain how to use this application. Right now we have one in there that is being produced, and there will be a number of them until we complete all the video tutorials, and you would start from the beginning video, and actually it's going to be the one you're seeing right now that will be recorded in the first place. And what it initially tells you is that you should be coming into the application and starting with that top video, and the one you're hearing right now would explain the basic things about the application. So let's start by explaining what you do when you open up the application. On this screen you would start with video number 1, and you go down through each individual screen as you're going through until you completed the tutorials. You can, if you want to, go to the application and have it alongside of your videos that you're watching, and then review or use the information you've learned to enter into the screen and do some of the tasks that are available on that screen. The first screen we're going to be going into in the tutorial is the overview, which explains the basic purpose of this application. The next one will start by going to the actual screen you view up here, and you would do your first things and get explanations of how to use all the interface on this application. So you'll be covering that. At the very top of the screen on here, you'll be bringing up this particular set of task screens. And what happens, these are all the screens in the application, and these are all the reports in the application. And what you would do is you would start out by going to the project marketing screen, which is the top screen and the primary screen in the application. You'll notice that these are color-coded. Each one of the blue, this is the main blue, and it has its own particular color, and that's the main screen in the application. You always return to this screen if you're doing anything in the adding of projects or new projects. Then you have portals. Portals are multi-line screens where you actually enter data and go down through the different screens as far as the data that's in them in a portal. Then as you go through them, you'll see there's list views. Then there's, like for this particular one, is a marketing budget screen. So these are all primary screens as far as the project and setting up the project. There's another budget screen. There's project manager screens. And you'll notice the color on the primary or sub-primary screens are all going to have this blue tint on them. So you're looking at these over here. These are all screens that are going to be included in the main input screens. Now, what the main input screens are, the buttons that you'll see on the next screen on the main project screen has these blue buttons included on there down the right-hand side of the screen. You add your data through those blue screens or blue buttons, and they would be the primary input screens for each one of the screens that you're doing for that project. The rest of them are ancillary or sub-screens, like list views, portals, and so forth. And then the special screens are the projects that take data that was created over here, and it breaks it down into reports or print invoices like these here, these three, and it goes down through. Now we're going to be explaining all of these. This particular thing you're looking at here is called a popover. And what a popover does is you bring it up on the screen. In this case, it's the main app map. And what it does is it allows you to navigate in one click to any place in the application. You can jump to any screen. You can jump to reports or prints or anything like this. This particular popover is subject to every screen on the application. So if you go to the first screen in the project screen and come over here to project marketing, you're going to see that this same main menu button, it shows all over the application. But as I said, over here on this side, these are the input screens for the entire application. These are for navigating to any of the subscreens plus the major screens that are over here. Okay, so we're going to start out on the next video. After this one, we're going to talk about project management references, and then we're going to go and break down the screen and show you how things are input on that screen. So let's go to the next video by going back to the app map over here and going back to the project management screen in video. You can click on the next and next and next as you go through each individual video that explains all the functionality of this application. If you have questions, you can go to our main project support screen for the project management screen, and it's ontargetsolutions.biz. That is the parent help screen and support for this application. We'd be happy to answer any questions, and if you wish, you can also get a live online free demonstration of this application. So just ask, in this case, Vaughn Clement for the particular video, and you can contact him by his email at vclement@gmail.com. So enjoy the course as far as the tutorials are concerned, and if you purchase the application, you have free technical support from the developer on any question for the life of the application. Thank you.